I am recording this episode to be put on YouTube later. And let's see here. Barbara Searcy is here.
Hey, that's my mom.
Oh, hi.
Hey, Mom. Oh, she's trying to connect.
Oh,
Number one fan.
yeah, I love it.
My husband would join, but he's out there playing Call of Duty, so I was like, we'll just talk about it later.
Yeah.
There is a game on right now. A
Hey, Mom.
hockey game. So my husband is busy right now.
Yeah. If there's a game on, like, don't talk to them.
Yeah, no. You might hear screaming. All right. We are, I guess, live as far as this goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be us if it wasn't a screw up, right?
Right, exactly. That's what I was
kind of how our trivia night went too.
Yeah.
We did ours on Facebook, I think.
Mm.
Yes. And it was like, I couldn't even show my face on there. I was too embarrassed.
Oh, man.
Oh, I'm just going to wait for more people to join, hopefully.
Yeah. I got all the time in the world. Until I start to get hungry or I'm out of drinks.
Yeah.
I know, about to grab some snacks, but I was like, alcohol enough.
Do.
Let me make sure I put it on Twitter too for like the 5 followers we have on there.
Right. Same.
Your mama's here.
Mom.
Finally got the audio working.
Yay.
Hey,
Welcome.
thank you.
We heard you were the #1 fan.
Oh, yes, of course.
That's awesome.
I'm proud of my daughter.
Aw.
Clinton is coming in.
Yay,
Nice.
Clinton.
You like
Hello.
that?
Hi, Clinton.
Hi, Clinton.
Hi.
Hello.
Finally, we see you in person.
I know.
How's it all going?
It's
Good.
going well. We're
So
going to
far,
wait
so
for
good.
a couple more people, hopefully. Oh, there's another one.
Yay.
Wesley is being admitted.
Yay, this is so exciting.
I know. Oh, and then he left.
Mm.
Whoops.
Wah, wah, wah.
Daniel Rubio. I don't
I don't
feel
know these people.
I know,
but
I
that's okay.
Hi, Daniel.
Hi, Daniel.
Daniel, yay.
Welcome. Oh, no.
What is going on?
Sorry, Daniel, you have loud music. I'm going to mute you for now. Elizabeth is coming in.
No, I can't. This is too much.
Oh, it's Brittany. That's my friend Brittany that I'm recording with since Vanessa's out.
Oh, yay.
Oh,
Hi.
yeah.
All right,
How is Vanessa?
So I texted her sister to ask how she's doing. I haven't talked to her yet, but as far as I know, she's doing well. And I think on Monday, they're going to move her to like a physical therapy rehab to get her up and moving. But they said the surgery went really well. She's just in a lot of pain, as to be expected. She had like a full spinal surgery.
Oh, wow.
okay, yeah.
So yeah. But she's doing good as expected, just in a lot of pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been sending her a lot of like Snapchats for her to open later when she's up and at 'em.
How cute.
hello, Yaser, is that right?
Hi.
All right. So I am going to, does everybody see the little chat thing they can do? Everybody can chat, right? You can send little messages on the side. On the bottom, there should be
yes,
thing
I
that
see it.
says chat, and it'll pop
Oh,
up
yeah,
on
I
the
see it.
side. Oh, here's the Sorry, but we can't do that. Okay,
Yo,
so
what is going on?
yeah.
Hello.
Hello. All right, so if everybody can pull up their chat,
Okay.
that's
Got
how
it.
we are going to have the listeners reply with what their guesses are for the questions that I'm going to ask you guys. I am going to mute everybody except for me, Kelsey, and Amber while we do this, just because I don't want them getting hints from you guys for answers.
Okay.
So let me figure out how to mute everybody.
You're gonna mute me?
I am. I'm going to mute you for now. We'll let you guys talk again at the end.
Okay.
Not
So
Kelsey.
fun already. I had the giggles.
I feel like this Monsters Inc. person is like one of my brothers or something.
It's amazing. Okay, so I think I
I
have
hope it is. Like, how annoying.
Oh
Like, thanks, bro.
no. Yeah.
All right, who is XDDDDD?
The Monsters
Monsters,
Inc.
Inc.
person.
Okay, well he is typing a lot in the chat. Can you stop that for me, please?
If it's one of my brothers, I swear to God.
If it's my husband, I swear to God. Because
I know it's
that's
not
some
my husband.
crap he would do.
All right, it looks like it's stopped. Okay, we're gonna get started. If more people try to add in, I will admit them in as we go. So this is going to be a little a game, right? A little game that I have found online. So technically, all of this information is very easily found online. Please, you people, listeners, and Kelsey and Amber, although I know you guys won't do it, don't cheat. Don't go online. Let's just play.
Yes.
And it's an article that I found online about the most notorious crime cases in each state. So we're going to go through each state, and I'm going to tell you the state, and then you have to guess, what do you think the crime is? And I'll give you 2 hints before I tell you the answer. If you guys know the answers as the listeners, post it in the comments. And let's get started, I guess. Let me make sure I didn't have anything else to say before I do this. Listeners, you can also type in questions if you want to in the comments, and we'll get to them at the end.
Oh, yeah, that'll be fun. Do that.
Yeah.
All right, let's start with the first one. Again, this article is online. Please don't search for
Can
it.
we, like, introduce
but-
ourselves or no?
Oh, yeah, let's do that. I don't think anyone watching doesn't know who we all are, but just in case,
Just
go
in
ahead.
case. Yeah. You
So
go,
I'm
Amber.
Sierra.
Okay.
I am one of 2 of the Basic Murder Babes.
And I'm Kelsey, the second Basic Murder Babe.
And I'm Amber. I wish I was a third Basic Murder Babe, but
You
I am
can
from
be!
the yes
Honorary.
I'm from the True Crime Buzz podcast.
Yay.
I'm here for me and Vanessa since she couldn't be here.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just have to say, Amber, I love y'all so much. Like,
Oh,
I
thank
have
you.
been binging lately. Like,
Yeah?
all day I listened at work. So, I love y'all's
thank you.
podcast.
Love
I
that.
hope everybody else listens to both of us too, because there are a lot of
Yes.
hints or a lot of cases that we cover.
What is going on?
Jeez, really?
Honestly.
Okay.
Let me
See if you
Can
can
you-
just
Kick them.
I can make them not be able to do video.
Perfect.
there you go. That works.
If you want to be here, I mean, listen, but don't be an a-hole. Okay.
Yeah, come on now. We're here for the
Okay.
fun.
Let's just actually, because now they're just doing the typing.
Now they're
thing
typing.
again. Okay. Goodbye.
It's so ridiculous.
Thanks for playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a nice
Thanks,
time.
but no thanks.
Okay, so also, by the way, what we like to do is let people know what we're drinking, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So I
Definitely.
am drinking today a little concoction I made myself. It is the Pink Whitney New Amsterdam vodka. It's a strawberry lemonade vodka, and I mixed it with
Ooh.
Sprite. So yeah, what are you guys drinking?
And I'm drinking my poison apple. If you don't know
Yum.
already, that is my signature drink that Sierra named for me. So it is Jim Beam apple and cranberry juice. Super good.
Delicious.
And I was lazy, so I'm drinking beer.
Yay!
And I'm
That's okay.
drinking Shiner Bock. It's a really good
Yum.
beer. I love it.
Mm,
And I have it in my little Basic Murder Babes koozie.
yes.
Yay.
Love it.
All right, so let's start the most notorious crime in every state in the U.S. We'll go in alphabetical order. It's easy. Alabama. What do you think? Are you going to need hints?
Oh gosh. I live here. So I don't know.
All right, first hint is it happened in 1963. So it's been a while.
Oh, I know.
What is it?
I don't know specifically, but it's a bombing of a church.
Yes, it
Okay.
is. Good job.
Yay!
It is the 16th Street Baptist Church bombing.
Yes.
So 4 young girls were killed and their funerals were attended by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. This
Oh, wow.
crime wasn't investigated much in the beginning, but eventually it was considered to be a terrorist attack by the KKK, and 4 men were determined to be responsible.
Wow. That's crazy.
All right. Next is Alaska. Anybody?
Alaska. You can type your answers.
Yes, listeners, type your answers if you think you know it, but don't cheat.
Yeah, don't cheat.
I take it doesn't have anything to do with Israel Keys, does it?
No.
Okay. And I have no idea.
All right. The first hint is I did an episode about this guy.
Oh, yeah, but what's his name? Oh, somebody said it maybe.
Yes.
That looks right.
Elizabeth. got
Yes.
it right. It is Robert
Yes.
Hansen, the butcher baker.
Yeah,
By the way,
that's right.
Kelsey and Amber, you guys turn off your chat.
Oh, okay.
I didn't think of that before, but you guys turn it off so that they can't help you there either.
Okay.
I
I'm
just
good.
don't
So we're
know
not
how.
cheating anymore.
Yeah, no cheating. Just click the chat again where it says chat
Okay.
at the bottom.
Okay, cool.
So this one is The Butcher Baker. There was a movie about it starring Vanessa Hudgens. I talked about this in episode 7 of Basic Murder Babes. Robert Hansen would kidnap women and then let them go in a secluded area to hunt them. He killed at least 17 women in the 70s and 80s and was sentenced to 461 years.
Ooh-wee.
Which I think that movie is on Hulu.
Yeah,
I was
that's
like,
where I
Ooh,
watched
is it?
Yeah, it is on Hulu.
Please hold while I pull it up.
Because I was gonna Frozen Ground or something like
Yes.
that, right? Okay.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty good
That's-
too for being a based on movie.
Yeah.
All right, next up, ready? We have Arizona. What is the most notorious crime in Arizona?
I don't know, but somebody probably put somebody in the desert.
You have any
Yeah, I don't
guesses, Amber?
know.
Okay, let me
No,
give you a hint. It is a female who killed 1 person.
Huh.
Need another hint?
Oh, is it Jodi Arias?
Yes, it is.
Yes!
Oh,
Jodi Arias.
yeah, that was God almighty.
She killed
I am
her
losing so many
boyfriends.
true crime points right now.
That's okay. I normally am really bad at trivia, so
Yeah.
unless it's Friends trivia, I kick ass at that.
So, Jodi Arias killed Travis Alexander. Her case was super notorious because of all the public trial information about her sex life.
Yeah.
She killed him while he was in the shower right after taking photos of him with her camera. That case was insane.
So
Yes,
insane.
it was.
And I am not obsessed with it because I can live without it, but it's a good case where I'll watch documentaries on it.
Yeah.
We just got a new person. Hi, Richard.
Richard.
Hi, Richard.
We have you muted because we don't want interruptions, but if you open your little chat box by going to the bottom and clicking the chat, you can guess the answers as we go on. We are on to Arkansas. What do you think the most notorious crime case in Arkansas was?
Arkansas.
You know it's illegal to call it Arkansas in Arkansas?
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like one of those weird little laws that are from like forever ago.
Huh. Dang. I don't know.
Okay, the first hint is 3.
3.
Second hint, satanic ritual.
It's not the West.
Is it the West
Memphis
Memphis 3?
It is the West
Oh,
Memphis
man.
murders of Stephen Branch, Christopher Byers, and James Moore. The 3 who were charged, those are the 3 who were charged with the murders, and they're adamant that they did not do it and that there wasn't enough evidence to convict them. They were
That was a crazy case.
Yeah, for real. They say they were targeted because they were a group of misfits who listened to rock music. And the reason it's so notorious is because so many people believed that they were innocent, and Johnny Depp advocated for their release.
Whoa.
Yeah. All right, we're
That's
done with the
crazy.
A's. There's no B's in the United States, so C is for California.
Oh man.
Oh God, where do we
Everyone
start?
knows this one. Come on, the most notorious.
Ted Bundy?
No, that was Utah and Florida.
Oh,
That was everywhere.
Duh.
I mean, it was
lost my-
everywhere, but yeah.
Oh, it's the Golden State Killer, isn't it?
It is the
Oh,
Golden
oh my
State
God.
Killer.
So dumb. It's like,
I can feel Vanessa's spirit right now, just like Amber.
yeah.
Well, Brittany is
Okay.
helping out Vanessa over here because she's getting like all of
Brittany, definitely, yeah.
them. All right, so the Golden State Killer, aka the East Area Rapist or the original Night Stalker. My hints for you was he has 3 different names.
Yes.
The case is very well known. If you don't know, Joseph James D'Angelo was terrorizing California residents in the 70s. He would rape the women of the house while the man was forced to watch or listen. He started as a rapist and evolved into a killer, and he was caught recently thanks to familial DNA.
Thank God.
Yes.
Woohoo.
Thank you, 23andMe.
Yes.
All right, next up is Colorado.
Colorado.
I have to throw this out there. If it's Colorado,
know.
would it be Alfred Packer?
No.
Okay.
Okay, is it John Bonet?
It is John Bonet Ramsey.
Damn it!
Kelsey's favorite unsolved case.
Yes. I love John
I always
Bonet.
forget where the cases are until
I
you
know.
say them.
Yeah. So this is
But I
another
always
one.
remember Boulder, Colorado.
Yeah. This is
Yep.
another one that everyone knows about. If you don't, John Bonet was a 6-year-old pageant princess who was found dead on Christmas Eve. The police did not do a great job investigating, and there's a bunch
No.
of crazy family-related ties to this case, but no one was ever charged.
Yep. One of my favorite unsolved cases.
Mm-hmm. It's a good one.
All right, Connecticut.
Oh, I don't even know where Connecticut is, so.
So
It's one of the states I know where it is.
Yeah.
One of the 10.
this
Oh,
one is,
man.
again, this is the most notorious crime, so it doesn't have to be like a serial killer or something.
Okay.
The hint is a school.
What'd you say it was?
School.
Connecticut, though?
Uh-huh.
Is it Sandy Hook?
It is Sandy Hook.
Yeah,
Dang.
that's the name of it.
Yep.
When she said school, I was like, I know what it is. I just
Yeah,
couldn't
I
remember
was
the
like, I
name.
know it's not Columbine, because that was like, I
Right.
think that was Colorado. Wasn't it?
I think so.
Maybe not.
Now you're making me question everything.
I'm sorry.
Google
Um,
it.
I think Columbine was Utah. Or, I don't know. Anyway, Sandy Hook.
Yeah.
In
Colorado.
2000, is it Colorado? Look at you.
Yeah.
Yeah. John Bonet is way more like publicized, so
Oh, yeah.
that makes
Yeah,
more sense.
for sure.
Okay, in 2012, Adam Lanza killed 27 people, including his mother, children, and staff of Sandy Hook Elementary School. He committed suicide as the first responders showed up.
Yeah,
What
but
a
like,
guy.
who really believes that? Because that's a conspiracy.
There are so many conspiracies. Seriously.
So many. I don't even think that really happened. But okay, like, anyways, moving on.
Okay, on to Delaware. Anybody?
Delaware.
This is one that I had never heard of when I was.
Oh, well, never
Reading
If
the
mind.
you've
article.
never heard of it, I've definitely never heard of it.
Okay, so the hint is male.
Male?
In the mail. Next
Is
hint
it
No.
that
is.
one?
Go ahead. What one?
I don't know.
The next hint is candy.
The
The woman.
Tylenol?
Oh, I know.
murder
I know.
or
There.
whatever?
I don't know it, but I
Not
know it.
Tylenol.
A
Okay.
woman
What is it?
mails candy to kids, and then the kids eat the candy or something like that. It's like a witch, like lady. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna give you the credit on that because I don't know.
I
If
feel like she
Wait,
deserves the credit.
That's fine. I don't want credit, but
Well,
am I
listen.
right? Am I on the
Sort
right
of.
track?
Candy was mailed, yes. So
Okay.
this is the chocolate candy murders.
Oh, that's not the one I was thinking of.
Okay. Cordelia Botkin was the first person ever to commit murder by mail. She was having an affair with a married man and sent a box of chocolates in the mail to his wife. The chocolates were laced with arsenic. However, her children did eat it also. That's why I was like, I'm not sure if this is the one you're talking about or not. Okay. Next, Florida.
Eileen Warnos.
Nope, not the
Right?
most notorious.
Is it Ted Bundy now?
Nope, but it could be, huh?
Um,
Ted Bundy has his own state.
Florida.
You know this.
I need a hint.
What's in Florida?
First hint is it's Moms and Murder episode number 1.
Oh, Casey Anthony.
Casey Anthony. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
yeah.
I don't even know if you listen to Moms and Murder, so I'm so sorry.
I don't. I will check them out.
Yeah, they're really good. We met them live, and they're like the sweetest people.
They are the
Yeah.
sweetest.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the murder of Kaylee Marie Anthony. Kaylee was found buried in her grandparents' backyard after they called to report her missing. Kaylee's mother, Casey, was definitely a pathological liar, but
Mhm.
no one knows if she was a murderer or not because she had a great defense
Yes,
lawyer
we do.
and she's free today. Yes, we fucking do. She murdered
Yes,
her.
we do.
God damn it. Anyway.
So I don't think she did it, but anyway.
Really?
Me and Kelsey.
All right, we'll save that.
Me and Kelsey fight about a lot of things when it comes to true crime, but that's why we make a great team.
Yes. Oh my gosh. What's this?
Sorry. It said that
Okay.
we're going to have a time limit, but they removed it. So that's very nice of them.
Oh, cool.
Anyway. All right. So next is Georgia.
Georgia.
I feel like I should know this because like half my family lives there.
The most notorious crime case.
Georgia.
I don't
Brittany
know
got it
anything
again.
about Georgia.
Don't go check it.
I'm not. I'm thinking.
All right. The first hint is children.
Oh, the Atlanta child murders.
Yes. Atlanta child murders. The Atlanta
got one.
monster. From 1979 to 1981, 11 young boys were murdered. The killer is believed to be Wayne Williams, but he wasn't ever tried for their murders. He was actually sentenced to prison for the deaths of 2 adult men, and the FBI profiler linked him as a prisoner to the 11 boys. And if you want to know more, there's a really great podcast about it called Atlanta Monster. All right,
I don't know
Hawaii.
anything about that, so. Hawaii.
Hawaii.
That guy. That.
That one guy that did that
Yeah,
thing.
that guy.
That thing. You know, like by the pond or something.
Brittany strikes again, guys.
Does
Oh,
Pearl Harbor
man.
count?
Um,
Do war crimes count?
I don't think so because
Okay,
that would
then I don't
definitely
know.
be more notorious than this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's unsolved. That's a hint.
Okay.
There's 5
I
women.
don't know. I have no idea.
All right. Hawaii is the Honolulu Strangler.
Yes, that's the guy I was talking about Bud
That
the
one
Pond?
guy.
Oh, sure it was.
The guy by the pond.
Yep,
you
that one
know?
guy.
Yeah.
In 1985 and 1986, the bodies of 5 women were found in lagoons around Honolulu. They were all bound, raped, and strangled. Their killer was never discovered.
See, lagoons. That's the word I was
Lagoons. Ponds.
All right, next is Idaho.
Idaho. Oh, this is so hard. I don't know any Idaho ones.
I don't.
This one was not, I had heard of it. I don't remember where. It's not something that's, I believe, is covered very much.
I don't know. I need a hint.
I need one too.
And Brittany got it again. The hint is the perpetrator is a sexual predator. And the second hint is he was technically a serial killer.
I feel like I should know it then.
I don't know.
All right, I'm going to tell you guys. This is Joseph E. Duncan III, which by the name I had no idea, but listen to the story because it sounds familiar. He started his sexual crimes against children at just 15. When he was finally caught, it was for kidnapping 2 children after murdering their whole family. He killed one of those children eventually, but the girl, Shasta, who was only 8 when he was 42, he fell in love with her, and the 2 of them lived together while he was on the run for weeks until the police found them, and she was the key witness of the trial.
I do remember hearing about that.
I don't remember that one.
That one
Are you
is
keeping score?
crazy. No, I'm just going to watch the video again.
Okay, I was just wondering about that. Sorry.
It's okay. All right, Illinois. That one's easy.
Is it?
Is it, oh my God, what's his name? Now I sound like Kelsey. No, but really.
No, his name?
The mob
serial
guy.
killer.
Oh, never mind.
Serial killer.
Serial killer.
Oh, is it Jeffrey Dahmer?
Nope, not in Illinois.
Oh, I don't know.
If I give you the second clue, you're going to get it. You ready for it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Clown.
Oh,
Casey.
Yeah.
I had no idea where he was at. So.
I didn't either. I couldn't remember.
Most everyone knows the killer clown, John Wayne Gacy, but just in case, he killed at least 33 boys and young men and then stored their bodies in the basement crawl space of his home. For bonus points, what were his last words before execution?
Oh, wasn't it like kiss my ass or something like that?
Yes, he said kiss my ass.
Damn.
Yeah, he was no joke.
He's insane. Okay.
Yes.
Next is Indiana.
Indiana.
Clinton's getting some of these now.
There's a lot of crimes in Indiana, so I'm trying to like.
Clinton said John Wayne Gacy is the reason he's scared of clowns, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know a lot about John Wayne Gacy, but I know he's a creepy dude.
He is.
Fucking psycho. Okay,
Like,
hint for Indiana. True Crime Buzz. You guys covered this one.
Oh God. I was gonna say Indiana. I know we've covered like half our episodes are Indiana because Vanessa hates Indiana and she'll tell you all day long.
She does.
Well, I'm pretty sure it was. I can't remember. I just listened to it. I literally just listened to this episode, and I can't remember if it was her or you telling the story. I think it was her, but I could be wrong. Second hint is Black Widow.
Oh man.
Was it no Belle Gunnis?
Yes, Belle Gunnis.
That was my episode.
Okay. She had a lot to say about
with, like,
it.
Chicago and yeah.
Oh yeah. Vanessa had a lot to say about that episode, so I couldn't remember if it was her telling it or you telling it.
She hates
It was amazing.
Indiana. Yeah.
All right, so Belle Gunnis was an active serial killer between 1884 and 1908. She would lure men to her and then kill them for their money and life insurance policies. When she thought she was being found out, she killed her children and set her house on fire. And to make people think she had been killed as well, she cut off the head of a random woman and put the body in her house with her children.
Yes,
She
she
was
did.
never seen again.
Nope.
Wow.
So check out episode 13 of True Crime Buzz for more info.
Yeah, I literally
Yes,
just
please
listened
do.
to that and I couldn't even remember.
Yeah.
I feel like we just recorded that.
Yeah.
We didn't, but you know, it feels like it was yesterday.
Right.
All right, next we have Iowa.
Iowa with all the corn.
Yep.
A
A hint is it's unsolved.
That's not a hint.
Mm.
Shoot.
Brittany is back.
It's not Caitlin Akins, is it? Because I know we covered her too, but I don't think it was Iowa.
Nope. The second hint
Um.
is 8 people killed in one house. You both know this. When I say it, you're both going to be like, oh my God.
I feel like that's happened every time you've
Yeah.
given us the answer on something. I don't
Right.
know.
Iowa? I don't know.
The Valiska
The axe murders.
murders. Yes.
I should know that. I'm such a Ghost Adventures brat. Like,
Dang.
In
Yes,
1912, 8 people were killed in one home. The murder weapon was an axe, and it was left at the scene. A Reverend, Lynn George Jacqueline Kelly, confessed to the murder, but then he recanted and was acquitted at trial. No one else has been tried for the murders, probably because the crime scene was contaminated by press and civilians being nosy.
Yep.
Struggle.
All right, next is Kansas.
Kansas. Dang.
Clinton got it.
Dang. Clinton.
You did this one, Kelsey. That's one of the hints.
Oh!
You did this one.
I know what it is.
What is it?
Wichita, Kansas, BTK.
Yes.
Yay! Yes! God almighty.
Dennis Rader, aka the BTK killer.
Worst poet ever.
During the 70s and 80s, he bound, tortured, and killed 10 people. He almost got away with it, but he wrote letters to the police that helped them look into it more closely, and eventually his DNA gave him away.
Like
Episode-
a narcissist.
Seriously.
Yes,
Like,
he was the
he
biggest
was-
a-hole.
God.
He
Episode
really was.
29 of Basic Murder Babes.
Yeah.
All right, Kentucky.
Kentucky.
This is another one that I was like, I don't know this. And then I read it and I was like, oh, I guess I heard that once.
Kentucky.
And Clinton got that one as well. Your first hint is murder-suicide. Your second hint, mass shooting.
Ooh, I don't know. I feel like the hints just confuse me more. I don't know.
Mass shooting.
All right, I'm going to tell you. You ready?
Yeah.
This is the standard graveyard shooting. Joseph
I would've never got
Thomas.
that.
Joseph Thomas Westbecker went into his former workplace with 3 guns in 1989. He killed 8 people, wounded 12, and then shot himself. Police believe the reason for the shooting was his disability checks were running out.
Dang.
I feel like I've heard of that, but I don't know much about it.
Yeah, I've definitely heard of it. He worked at it was a printing factory place where
Yes. Okay.
yeah. Okay, next is Louisiana. Brittany got that one.
Dang.
Brittany should be getting all these because she's yeah, she knows her stuff.
First hint is it's a serial killer.
Okay.
Louisiana.
Next hint, it's really old. It happened in 1918.
Oh. The axe,
Oh, is it?
axe murder of New Orleans or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Axeman of New Orleans.
That-
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
The killer would break into homes and kill the victims with either an axe or a straight razor that he found at the home. He killed 6, wounded 6 others, and then disappeared. The strangest part of his story is that he wrote a letter claiming he was going to kill again, but he would do no harm to families that had jazz music playing at their house when he arrived.
I know, that's so cool.
Yeah.
It is.
Murder is, I mean, you know what I mean.
Right. We get it.
It's like, it
It's
gives it like
clever.
a spooky, yes.
Yeah.
Very spooky, very like Halloween.
Much
Yeah.
better than
Yeah,
BTK.
Oh, God, yeah.
for sure.
Can we pause for 1 second to notice how we now have 2 axe murderers who were never found and they murdered just
do,
6 years
yes.
apart from each other?
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Coincidence? I don't know.
I think not.
Okay, we are on to Maine. This one is crazy. I don't think either of you will get it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Except Brittany got it, so.
Of course. Of course. You little smarty pants. You're making me look bad. I'm just kidding.
This was not saying that she doesn't know her shit. She probably really fucking knows her shit.
She does.
But this
Yeah.
Article, I'm surprised you guys didn't see it, and I'm really glad you didn't. But like, everybody was talking about this article, so I was nervous that you two would have already like memorized it. The first hint for Maine is it's not a killer.
I have no idea.
The second hint is he lived in the wilderness.
Is it Bigfoot?
No, it's not.
Oh.
This is the North Pond Hermit. This
Never
case
heard of
is just super notorious because of how interesting it is. Christopher Knight left home at 20 and decided to live off the land, but obviously that's harder than it sounds. So for 27 years, while he was living in the wilderness, he was also, excuse me, burglarizing homes to help him survive. He
That's a big
committed
nope.
he
Why have I not
committed
heard
more
of this
than
guy?
1,000 burglaries. And
Oh my God.
when he was finally caught, he was sentenced to 7 years and counseling.
Wow.
That made
He
it
was just
through
trying to
counseling.
live off the grid and
Yeah.
he...
But like, if you're trying to live off the grid, live off the grid. Don't burglarize people's houses. Like,
Yeah.
that's not off the grid.
Don't be a dick about it.
Right. Go hunt a deer, dang it.
Yeah.
Okay, next is Maryland.
Maryland.
Yes. Clinton. Got that one.
I don't know. I need a hint.
The first hint, I don't know if you've listened to all of our episodes, but this is the first true crime podcast that I ever listened to was about this case. I've talked about it in an episode. An entire
I know
episode.
What
it.
state is this again?
Maryland.
Maryland.
A weird name. God.
It's
Yeah.
not the Serial podcast, is it?
Yes, it
Adnan?
is.
It is?
Yes.
Yay.
The murder
That was
of
my first
Hayman
podcast
Lee.
too.
Really?
I literally, like, I would come home and listen to it, and Sam would be like, "Are we gonna watch TV?" And I'm like, "No, you watch something."
Yeah.
And I was just sitting there with my earbuds in, like, I have to listen to this. Like,
Yes. It was so
it was
serious.
crazy. Yes.
So, a lot of people believe that Adnan is innocent, but he is in prison for murder. Hay was last seen alive leaving her high school. She was found months later, strangled and slightly buried in the woods. Adnan Syed, her ex-boyfriend, was convicted of the murder, and the podcast Serial is credited for making this Maryland's most well-known case.
Yeah.
So, if you want to hear my theories on this case, you can listen to episode 34 of Basic Murder Babes.
Woohoo.
All right, Massachusetts. Honestly, I don't know your scope of true crime, Amber, but I don't think Kelsey's gonna know this one because I didn't.
Probably not. If you don't know it, I
Yeah.
probably don't know it.
First clue is he was a gangster. So
I might know it
Definitely
then.
don't know it if it's a gangster because I'm not into the mob stuff.
right. Second clue is he was also an FBI informant, but he denied it. Brittany,
I feel like I
this one.
know this guy, and I'm just not thinking of the name.
I feel like you'll know it when I say it. If
I
you're
will. Just say
into
it.
it. Whitey Bulger.
Yes.
Oh, I know that. Yeah.
Do you?
Yes.
Yeah.
He
was-
hated that name.
Right. He was an Irish-American crime boss in Massachusetts. He was indicted for 19 murders, but went into hiding after being tipped off by his former FBI handler. He hid for 16 years and was even put on the FBI's most wanted list in 1999, and he was considered the most wanted person on the list besides Osama bin Laden.
Wow.
He was
That's
arrested
awesome.
when a neighbor of his called and reported his whereabouts in California, and he was murdered in prison, most likely because he was known to be a rat.
Yes, I
Oh.
remember that.
All right, Michigan. This one, your clue is this is also gang affiliated.
Okay.
In Michigan?
Clinton got this one.
Gangs in Michigan. Haven't you heard?
Every
It
time I
was
hear it, like when I think about mafia, I think of like New York
New
or
York, for
Chicago
sure. New
or Las
Jersey.
Vegas,
Yeah.
New Jersey.
Maybe Detroit is in
I don't
Michigan,
know.
isn't it? Detroit, Michigan? Yeah. That's a place.
Yeah.
That's a place.
Okay, yeah, Detroit is pretty like.
Quick geography lesson.
I'm really good at geography, usually. I've just been drinking a little.
I
I'm
suck
not.
at geography. That's why I keep asking what state again.
Yeah.
The second hint is it's a disappearance.
I don't know.
A disappearance.
Yes.
I have no idea.
All right, I'm going to tell you guys. This is the
Yeah.
disappearance of Jamie Hoffa. I'm sorry, Jimmy Hoffa.
Oh yeah, Jimmy Hoffa. Yes.
Oh, I've heard the name.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it.
He
Did you
was
watch the movie on? Is it Netflix? I think. It's got oh my God, what's his name? Al Pacino in it. He plays Jimmy Hoffa. and
yeah.
someone else.
What is the name
It
of
is
the movie?
Such a good movie. I can't remember.
It
but
was
we watched
really
it and it's so
freaking
good.
long.
It is.
It was
but,
a long ass movie.
Well,
I only watched it because my husband loves that stuff, but it was
Yes.
long. It was good though. Jimmy Hoffa, what? I said Jimmy that time, didn't I?
The Irishman.
Yes, the Irishman.
Yes.
Jimmy Hoffa was involved in organized crime for a while and supposed to have a meeting with two crime bosses the night he went missing. He is presumed dead, but his body has never been found.
Nope.
Next is Minnesota.
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 I love Minnesota. I just like the accents. I have no idea about the crimes though.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm drawing a blank.
Hint is a boy who was missing for 30 years.
Oh. I feel like I should know that then.
Hint number 2, his killer led the police to his body for a plea deal. Big podcast on this one. Hint number 3.
I have no idea.
All right, this
I don't
is
know.
the murder of Jacob Wetterling.
It doesn't sound familiar
That
to me.
doesn't sound
Really?
familiar.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, the podcast In the Dark is all about this case, and it's amazing, like serial level for me anyway.
Well, let me just go ahead and add that to my list then.
Yes.
'cause I haven't in the dark.
In the Dark, yep.
Okay.
He was abducted in the night while riding his bike home from a convenience store with his brother and their friend in 1989 at 11 years old. In 2015, Danny James Henrik was officially named a person of interest. His DNA matched the case of a child who had been abducted and assaulted, but still alive in the same area around the same time. The statute of limitations had run out on Jacob Wetterling's case by this time. But he was still being charged with having child pornography. I'm sorry, not on Jacob Wetterling's case, on the other little boy's case for sexual assault. He was going to be charged with child pornography, and as a part of his plea deal, he showed the police where Jacob Wetterling's body was buried and told the story of that night. He was sentenced to 20 years, and the podcast, like I said, is called In the Dark, and it's super sad and amazing.
I'll have to check that out.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Mississippi.
I can spell it. I have no idea though.
Clinton
I'm
got
not
that
very
one.
good with the whole like geography thing and like where people are.
All right, first hint is Jim Crow era. I know you've heard this one before, Kelsey, because I think MFM did this one.
I don't know. They've
I don't
done
know
so
either.
many.
14-year-old boy.
Oh, I feel like I know it now, but I can't remember the
don't.
name.
This is the murder of Emmett Till.
Doesn't sound familiar.
Still doesn't sound
It-
familiar, but I
it
feel like I
will-
know the story.
It will when I tell you. He was
Yeah.
a black boy who lived in Chicago at a time when it was better for blacks to live in the North than in the South because of racism. He was visiting his family in Mississippi, and he was accused of whistling at a white woman. For this,
Yeah.
the woman's husband and brother kidnapped Emmett and tortured, mutilated, and killed him. An all-white jury found the men not guilty, but a year later, they admitted to it publicly because double jeopardy protected them.
Yeah. That's right. I've heard about that one.
That story gets me riled up. We'll just move on.
Yeah.
Missouri.
Oh, Lord, these are so hard. Like, I don't even know.
First hint.
I don't know.
Clayton got this one. That's not the hint. First hint is, Kelsey, you did an episode on this one.
I
Missouri?
feel like Clinton should take my place because I'm doing terrible.
Missouri?
Missouri.
Is it like an early episode or a recent episode?
Recent-ish. Recent-ish.
Missouri.
Before we started doing topics.
I don't even know. What's in Missouri?
I
Second,
don't either.
second hint. Facebook.
Well, I know it's not the Facebook murders because Brittany and I just talked about that, and that was in Tennessee.
Definitely didn't do a Facebook murders. Facebook.
Oh, no.
I can't believe that didn't give it away.
Facebook.
They posted on Facebook about it.
Oh, my God.
Gypsy Rose.
Yes.
God bless
say that
Gypsy
was?
Rose.
Missouri. Yeah.
See, I know these stories, but I don't know. I don't remember where they
Yeah.
were. I just know about it.
No, I didn't think that they were in Missouri. No. Yeah, that
This
is a
is-
recent one.
Yeah. The murder of Dee Dee Blanchard. This is another well-known one that we covered,
Mhm.
Basic Murder Babes, in episode 37. Dee Dee Blanchard had Munchausen's by proxy and was basically torturing her child Gypsy with medications and treatments since her birth. In her 20s, Gypsy convinced her online boyfriend to kill her mother to rescue her. And then they posted about it on Facebook.
Yeah.
Like the idiots
That's
they
where
were.
they went wrong.
Yep. All right, next is Montana.
Montana.
This one I did not know. However, Brittany knows it. So,
Of course.
Brittany knows it all.
Brittany
She's-
knows
It does.
She needs to be the fourth basic murder babe.
We're just like a cult now. We're just
Yeah.
growing.
Yes.
oh my god.
Join
Speaking
us.
of a cult, I don't know why this has anything to do with cult, but look at this placemat I found
Oh, I love it.
Where did you find that?
at TJ Maxx, but it was the
I knew
only
you were
one.
gonna say that.
So, like, I'm gonna sit by myself and eat on this placemat.
I love it.
Oh, that sounds about right. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Montana, hint, it was a serial killer. Hint number 2, he was the first person to be actively investigated using psychological profiling.
Ooh.
Have I done an episode on him?
Nope.
Okay, never mind then.
Neither
Oh, no.
podcast. All right, this is serial killer David Meerhofer.
Whoa, never heard of him.
No, I didn't know this one very well either. He killed a small girl after kidnapping her from her tent, as well as 2 boys and a woman who he had previously been in a relationship with. In this case, the FBI used psychological profiling for the first time ever and determined the suspect was killing for sexual gratification. Just kidding. This next sentence I'm about to say, this is how I knew I've heard this one before. Exactly 1 year after the girl disappeared, David called the girl's mother. and the FBI got enough information to track him down, and he was
Oh my
arrested
gosh.
and then committed suicide by hanging himself in his cell. He would call and like ask about her.
Oh my god.
What
Yeah.
a
What a
freaking
sicko.
creep. Yeah.
All right, Nebraska.
Nebraska. What's in
Nebraska.
Where is Nebraska?
It
That's
is
what
by Kansas.
Okay.
Don't know. I need a hint. I need
First
all the
hint.
hints.
Me too. I need all the hints.
First hint is a killer who claims he had an accomplice. Second hint,
You're ghosty.
I did. I heard him. Kelsey has a ghost, guys. If you ever hear a random like peep of static like that, yeah, it's really annoying when I'm editing. The last episode, I actually left some of it in so people could hear it.
I know, I heard it and I was like, oh my gosh, she has a ghost?
Yeah, that's ghosty.
Yeah. Second hint is this killing inspired the movie Natural Born Killer.
It inspired the movie?
Yes.
I've never seen that movie, so
I actually don't know if I have either.
Natural Born Killer.
Because we just talked about it in one of the episodes we did, but it was a guy that loved that movie and it inspired him.
Who was
But I
that?
don't know the other way around.
Oh,
The
yeah, I
Liver
remember
Magnotta, the Don't F with Cats. Ugh. I hate even
Yeah.
thinking about it.
Brittany
He
is
used
on the
a lot
right
of stuff
track.
from that movie.
Brittany's on the right track, but she's spelling the name wrong.
Brittany, do you know sign language? Can you like help me out?
It is spree killer Charles Starkweather.
Starkweather?
Starkweather.
Why do I not know that name?
He met his 14-year-old girlfriend, Carol Ann Fugate, when he was 18. The two went on a 2-month killing spree together in 1957 and killed 11 people. Carol claimed she was a hostage throughout this time, but Charles says she was a willing participant. Charles was sentenced to death for the murders, and Carol was sentenced to life for being his accomplice, but was paroled after 17 years.
Okay.
Next is Nevada. And I can't wait for someone to get this one right.
Is this
And
a
Clinton
mafia
got
one or
it.
no?
No,
Is
it's
it a
not.
mob?
Oh, that was quick.
I'm so surprised he got it that fast. I'm glad, though. First hint. Celebrity death. The most notorious
There's a few of them.
crime.
Celebrity death? Was it the Playboy Bunny one?
Nope.
No.
The word notorious is kind of a hint.
It's
Oh.
Tupac.
It's
Yeah.
Tupac.
Yeah.
Tupac, yeah.
The murder of Tupac Shakur. Yes.
I didn't know that was in Vegas though.
I don't know if it was in Vegas. It was in Nevada.
Oh, Nevada though.
Yeah.
You say Nevada, I say Nevada.
Well, you're from over there. You're probably right. But
Where are you from, Sierra?
I'm from Ohio.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Just me in the Midwest. Okay, Tupac Shakur, after attending a boxing match, Tupac was shot while riding in the passenger seat of a vehicle being driven by his producer. No one has been charged. There are many conspiracy theories surrounding this case, including Tupac is still alive.
I believe it.
I
do.
want to believe it, but I don't know.
The most widely believed theory is that Christopher Wallace, aka the Notorious B.I.G., had something to do with Tupac's murder. 6 months later, Christopher Wallace was also killed in a drive-by shooting, possibly in retaliation, but no one has been charged in his death either.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next is New Hampshire.
New Hampshire.
I don't know.
First hint is it is unsolved.
Okay.
Second hint, Clinton got that one.
New Hampshire.
Second hint is the bodies were found in metal drums.
Gross.
I'll give you one more hint. There's a
Um,
podcast. It's relatively new. Relatively. in the past year or two, I think.
I feel like I should know this one.
I don't.
Do. Okay, time's up. It is the Bear Brook murders. In 1985, the remains of an adult woman and a young girl were found in a 55-gallon metal drum. In 2000, 2 more girl children were found discovered in a second metal drum. The case is still unsolved, and one of the girls remains unidentified. But
Oh, gosh.
police now believe the person responsible may be a convicted killer who died in 2010. And the really good podcast with more information is called Bear Brook.
Add that to my list
didn't
too.
you talk about that?
I don't know.
Maybe
Honestly.
not. I thought there was a bear, something about bears. No, that's the one. That's the funny one.
You said something about bears.
Yeah, that's
The one with the shirt.
2 bears,
the guy-
1 cave. Yeah, the
Yes.
comedian.
I knew it was
That
something
is
about
not
bears.
the same at all.
Not
Okay.
at all.
Okay. Next is New Jersey. This one is super interesting to me, but that's not a hint. That's just like, this is really interesting to me. First hint is it was a kidnapping and murder.
Where are we at? New Jersey?
New Jersey. Second hint is it was considered the trial of the century.
The trial of the century?
Yes. This happened in like the early 1900s.
Oh.
I know. I was thinking more recent.
Yeah, I
trying to
was like,
think of like in the 90s or something.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know then.
This is the kidnapping of the Lindbergh baby.
Oh, yes.
This one is ridiculously interesting to me. Charles
Yeah.
Lindbergh was an aviator in the early 1920s who became world famous for making the first nonstop flight from New York to Paris. In 1932, his 2-month-old child was kidnapped for ransom money. The kidnapper probably accidentally killed the child by dropping him on his head, and his body was found 2 months later. Bruno Hauptmann was convicted of the kidnapping and murder of the Lindbergh baby, and the newspaper called it the trial of the century. Bruno would have been given a life sentence instead of death if he would have just admitted guilt, but instead he was executed, still claiming his innocence. There are a lot of theories surrounding this case, probably because he didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, but I would say I was
Yeah, I
guilty
don't
if I
think
was
so
guilty
either.
so I didn't have to die. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, next is New Mexico. I was surprised that this one was the most notorious, honestly. I thought I mean, I'm pretty sure I've heard it before, but it doesn't seem like such a big deal to me. Maybe New Mexico just doesn't have big time crime.
I don't know.
I don't
First
either.
hint is it was a domestic murder. Second hint is UFOs.
UFOs.
Yeah, but it's really not.
I was gonna say the only UFO stories I know have nothing to do with murder. They're all like abduction
It's not
stories.
really UFO related, but it's UFO related-esque. This is the murder of Girlie Chu Hasenkopf.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Me either.
Daisien Hasenkopf was married to Girlie Chu when he decided to also become engaged to a woman named Linda Henning. Daisien and Linda shared a love of UFOs and conspiracy theories. The two plotted to get rid of Girlie so that they could be together. Girlie's body was never found, but there was enough blood evidence for the two to be convicted of murder without the body.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I feel like somebody's covered that before, and I've heard it because I remember the name.
Yeah.
So, but I didn't really know it.
Next is New York.
That would
Mobs.
have to be David Berkowitz.
David Berkowitz,
Yes.
the son of Sam.
Yeah, I don't know
Um,
much about him, even though he's pretty like up
It's pretty
there.
crazy.
Yeah.
Vanessa
He-
covered him, and it's probably my favorite episode as far as like being funny and hilarious. So you
Yeah.
should go listen to it.
I
Yeah.
definitely listened to that one, and I was like, "This is amazing."
Mhm.
He killed women all around New York and claimed it was because his neighbor's dog Sam was possessed by a demon and told him to. Eventually,
That's right.
Eventually, he admitted that was a lie, and he took credit for the murders, saying that he wanted to get revenge on the world because he felt rejected. Fun fact, when this story became popularized, New York created laws called Son of Sam laws that were designed to keep criminals from profiting off the publicity their cases received.
Right, yeah.
And for more information about the Son of Sam, listen to True Crime Buzz episode 7.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he was terrible at it. I'll just go ahead and say that, which I didn't realize because
Yeah.
he's so famous and he was so bad at it.
Next is North Carolina.
I have to say Eric Rudolph, but maybe
No.
not. Damn
Nope.
it.
Brittany already got this one, and I'm super surprised because I didn't even know this case before I wrote this.
She's from North
read this.
Carolina, that's why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
First hint is it is a familicide. Back. Second hint, white Christmas, but bloody Christmas.
I don't know.
That's a book, by the way.
I don't read.
All right. This
I don't know.
is the Lawson family Christmas Day massacre.
Oh, yes.
You do
Okay.
know this one?
I do know this one. I heard it on another podcast, and I wanted to cover it in the future because I'm from North Carolina too.
Okay, I'm going to tell you about this, and then I'm going to tell you what Clinton just said because I am surprised he knew it, and I didn't even write it down, but it is an interesting fact. Okay, so on Christmas in 1929, Charlie Lawson sent his oldest son out on an errand and murdered the rest of his family, his wife, 6 other children, and then killed himself.
Yes.
There's no official reason for the murder, but there's a book called White Christmas, Bloody Christmas by M. Bruce Jones that was published in 1990 that claims that Charlie had impregnated his 17-year-old daughter Marie and was covering up the motive. Covering it up was the motive.
It wasn't that the claw hammer in the ceiling?
No, not that one.
Oh, okay.
Never
mind.
But the brother of Charlie Lawson, I think it was the brother, bought the house from his oldest son and turned it into a museum. And there was the cake. What's the Christmas cake called again? Fruitcake?
Oh, fruitcake.
Fruitcake sitting on the counter from Christmas Day that was part of the museum, and people would steal the raisins off of it as they went through the museum.
Yeah.
Ew.
I think MFM did this one because I remember hearing the raisin thing.
So weird.
Oh my gosh. So
I can't remember the podcast I listened to that cover it. It was 2 guys, and I was trying to find another true crime podcast, and it was good, like the story, but they were kind of boring to me, so I didn't listen anymore. I don't remember their names, so yeah.
All right, next is North Dakota.
North Dakota.
This one is interesting, to say the least. I don't think I had heard of this one either. First hint is family annihilation, but not annihilator, if that makes sense. It wasn't a member of the family who killed them, but this person killed the whole family. Whose music?
My husband.
Oh, okay. I was like,
I think
did someone unmute themselves?
Yeah.
No, he's playing Xbox, and I think he switched to YouTube, and anytime that happens, for some reason, YouTube is like insanely loud.
Oh yeah.
So he was probably in there like, shit.
All right, the next hint is the motive was a cow.
What?
I don't know.
This
Cow?
is the Wolf family murders.
No.
Sorry. In 1920, Henry Layer went to his neighbor Jacob Wolf's home and bludgeoned or shot the entire family and a neighbor kid that did chores at the home. He says he
Dang.
did this because their dog had attacked his cow. The only person
Okay.
left alive in the house was an 8-month-old baby, and Henry said the reason he didn't kill the baby is because he just didn't know it was there.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, I've never heard of that.
This man, I'm telling you.
Hmm.
Insane.
Wow.
All right, next we have Ohio.
Oh, you should know this one.
I do know this one. And so
She's
does
like, I know
Clinton.
all of them. I didn't.
I have the paper in front of me.
Yeah.
You know this one too, Kelsey, if you think about it. You did this one.
I don't remember my story. Ohio.
Ohio. Oh, my back is killing me today,
Who's
guys.
in Ohio?
Listen to
Is
what
it-
I did today.
Wow.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You think
Brief intermission.
I talk.
Okay.
At my internship today, I had to dress up like a colonial woman and churn butter all day. Like,
Are you serious?
churn butter. Yeah. So that was me, and now my back hurts.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty
Can I have
cool.
a hint?
Hint number 2
Yeah, I need a
is
hint.
it's a kidnapping. Ohio kidnapping.
I remember. Angel? Or no?
Not Angel.
Darn it.
But I mean,
Oh, no.
I think you're thinking of the right person. You're saying the wrong name.
No, I'm not. Because I know his name was Angel.
I don't know.
Is it a kid? Okay. Let me just describe it. Is it a kidnapping in a house? Yes, and there's like several women in the house.
Uh-huh.
One of the women has a kid.
Ariel
You're
Castro.
sure it's not Angel?
Ariel.
Ariel. Darn it. I was so close.
I know. That's
got
why I
the
was
A
like,
part.
I'm pretty sure you're
Got
just
the A.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ariel Castro in
Yes.
episode 25 of Basic Murder Babes. You can hear the full story. This one is pretty well known, but I'll give a recap. Sorry, I just hit the microphone. He kidnapped 3 women between 2002 and 2004. He kept these women in his home for 10 years, raping and abusing them. Eventually, one woman was able to escape and went to the police. Ariel was sentenced to life and then committed suicide in his
Yeah.
prison cell.
Mm-hmm.
I do, yes. I know that case.
Yeah.
I just didn't remember the name, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right, next is Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
First hint is camping.
Camping.
Clinton knew this one too. He's
What
pretty
kind
good.
of camping?
Clinton and Brittany could have their own podcast
They really should.
There you go.
and like run us off the market too. Camping and children.
Camping and children.
Mm-hmm.
Have I heard this one before?
Yes. I don't know, actually. You might have skipped it on...
I don't know.
I think it was on MFM, but it's a rough one.
Is it, I want to say Girl Scouts.
Yes.
Yeah.
That one is a rough one.
Oklahoma Girl Scout murders in 1977. 3 young girls camping with the Girl Scout troop were raped and murdered. Gene Leroy Hart was arrested for the murders, but he was acquitted. He eventually served time for an unrelated kidnapping and rape charge and died in prison. Local police still think Hart is responsible for the Girl Scout murders, but there are theories about the real killer still being out there.
Oh, wow.
Creepy.
Yeah, I don't like that one. I almost
That's on my list to do,
Really?
but I don't know the details
Yeah.
because I just heard Girl Scout murders, and I was a Girl Scout for like
Yeah.
yeah.
8 years, 9 years. So I was like, I want to learn about that one.
It's-
But
Yeah, the
So
details are
sad.
very, yeah.
yeah. Oh. Okay.
Okay. Next is Oregon.
Oregon.
And I love this one.
Is it well known?
And Clinton got this one. Yes, it's well known.
Bless you.
you.
Thanks.
Oregon. I have
don't
no
know.
idea.
It's not a murder,
Not a murder.
but it's very well known. It is a wanted person who was a hijacker.
Is it DB Cooper?
D.B. Cooper.
Really? That's the only
Yes.
hijacker I know because it's so famous.
I love D.B. Cooper case. It's like my favorite.
I never heard of it.
Yes, you have.
You
In
have.
1971, he used cash to purchase a one-way plane ticket. Once on the plane, he told flight attendants that he had a bomb in his briefcase, and he requested 4 parachutes and $200,000 in $20
Oh.
bills. The plane landed, he received what he asked for, and then the plane took off again, and D.B. Cooper jumped from the plane and was never seen again.
Oh, yeah. I remember
Yeah.
now.
Again, many theories exist about who this man really was and where he went.
Mm.
I feel like he survived and he made it and is like, you know.
Well, there was a theory that he was, who was that family annihilator that you did, Kelsey?
John List.
Yes, there was a rumor that he was John List for the
Oh.
longest time. And I was
Wow.
like, what?
That's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, next we have Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
I had not heard of this one.
Oh, gosh.
This is a serial killer. This is also an angel of death.
An angel of death?
Yes, which means basically a doctor who was killing.
Yeah.
It's not like the angel of death, like the Dr. Kevorkian or whatever.
Not
Okay.
Dr. Death.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No.
This is Charles Cullen. I'm thinking Pennsylvania probably just has some pretty not so crazy crimes because I hadn't heard of this one. He was a nurse who has killed at least 40 patients in his 16 years in practice, but it is
Oh, wow.
believed that he could be responsible for the deaths of 400 people.
Oh,
Holy
my
cow.
God.
He claims that he only ended the lives of patients that were suffering, but his coworker said many of his patients would have been getting better if Charles wasn't overdosing them.
Dang.
Wow.
So, yeah. Next is Rhode Island.
Rhode Island.
And Brittany knew this one. This one is a serial killer. He was a child serial, killed when he was a child. Serial killer as a child, which is
Ooh.
crazy to me.
What? I've never heard of that.
This is Craig Price, the Warwick slasher. Between the ages of 13 and 15, he killed 4 females, a woman and her 2 daughters, and then another woman. He admitted to the murders when he was arrested, but he was a minor, and because of the laws in favor of minors at the time, he was due to get out and have his record sealed at the age of 21. Fights, threats, and the refusal to cooperate in prison led him to have 10 to 25 additional years added to his sentence. And in 2019, he was charged with attempted murder after stabbing another inmate, so he is serving 25 years for that.
Holy cow.
Fun fact, though, when he was first jailed, he bragged about how he would make history when he got out and his criminal record was sealed, supposedly meaning that he was going to commit crimes so big that it would make history. It was because
Wow.
of him that new laws were formed for trying minors as adults when the cases were serious enough.
Wow.
Wow.
What an a-hole.
Yeah. Jeez, and he was so young.
I know. Ugh.
Like, I didn't think about any of that. Well, I mean, I watch scary movies, but like, I'm not out trying to hurt anybody at that age.
Exactly. Next, we have South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Hint is child murder. And Clinton White got it, and so did Brittany. Supposed carjacking.
No.
It's
Uh-oh.
not the one you're thinking, I think.
I've done it.
Sort of. You did it in a trick-or-treat.
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
Susan Smith.
Yes, Susan
Yeah.
Smith. So you did an episode similar to this one.
Right,
episode
Diane
21.
Downs.
Right. Why do they both have alliteration in their names, Susan Smith and Diane Downs?
That's weird.
Ooh, that
It
is
is
weird.
So this is just another mother who claimed she was carjacked with her children in the car. In this case, she said that a man held her at gunpoint, stole her car, but eventually she confessed to just letting it roll into a lake with her 3-year-old and her 14-month-old inside.
Strapped into their car seats still. This
Oh,
one
I hate
pisses me
that.
off.
She
It
did
pisses
it.
me off because she like was in the media like boo-hoo crying about it
Yeah.
when she did it so she could freaking be with somebody else.
Who didn't want to have kids.
Yes.
Oh, fuck her.
Seriously.
Ooh, no.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Next. I'm sorry. We're moving on.
Wait, where is she now before we move on? Is she in jail?
Yeah.
Yes, she was arrested.
Okay.
She finally admitted it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next, we are in South Dakota. And I think just nothing happens there because this is a weird... I mean, it's serious, but I've never heard of it.
Okay.
It's a
I
murderer.
don't know.
He's called the duct tape killer.
Never heard of him.
Clinton says that Susan Smith is allowed parole in 2024.
Oh.
And that kills me. So back
don't
to
like
South Dakota. Robert Leroy Anderson is the duct tape killer. He was convicted of kidnapping and killing a girl in 1994 and then another in 1996. He gagged his victims with duct tape and he was sentenced to death in 1999. Police are adamant that he would have been a full-blown serial killer if he hadn't been caught when he was. He committed suicide while on death row.
Dang.
And nobody talks about him.
I've
Yeah,
never heard of him.
I've not heard of him.
Yeah.
Next is Tennessee.
You're the only 10 I see.
I know a good Tennessee joke too. I know a few. Too easy.
Clinton got it.
Okay, what is it? Tell me
Well,
again, I mean.
You did an episode on it. And it was a political figure.
Oh, is Martin Luther King.
Yes, the
Yeah.
Oh,
assassination
yes, in Memphis.
of
Yep.
Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah.
On I can't talk. On April 4th, 1968, at the Lorraine Hotel, James Earl Ray assassinated Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Everyone knows who MLK Jr. is, but if you want a little more background about James Earl Ray, check out episode 17 of Basic Murder Babes.
Yeah, that was an interesting one. I like that one.
Yeah. All right, next we have Texas.
Texas. I feel like a lot of things happen in Texas.
I know.
First hint is he is a serial killer.
Okay.
I had a feeling it was going to be a serial killer.
Males. He kills men. Clinton got it.
Cricket.
Oh, and so did Brittany. The second hint is there is a horror movie called what the serial killer is nicknamed, but it had nothing to do with the story.
You lost me.
Oh, it's not. Oh, I was thinking. Never mind. I was thinking the tower guy that shot, but that was like men and women. What was his
Right.
name? Charles Whitman or whatever.
Yes. This
I
one
don't know.
is Dean Coral, the Candyman.
Oh, yes.
Never.
I've heard of him.
Yes, you have. Let me tell the
You
story.
have.
Okay.
He was called the Candyman because his family owned a candy factory and he was known to give free candy to children. He raped and murdered at least 28 male victims between 1970 and 1973 with the help of 2 teenage boys that he groomed. Dean Kroll had the boys lure other men and boys to his presence with the promises of a good time and parties. Then they'd be given drugs and alcohol, tortured, raped, and killed.
Oh,
Yeah.
I remember
One of-
now.
One of Dean Kroll's teen accomplices shot Dean after they got into a fight about bringing a girl into the house.
That's right.
The 2 teen accomplices were both sentenced to life in prison, and one of them died in May of this year from a COVID-19 related death.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
okay.
crazy.
Too much talking. Okay, next is Utah.
Utah.
Would it be Ted Bundy?
I'm pretty sure Brittany and Clinton are like next to each other or something because their messages are coming in at the same time and they're right every time.
Oh my
This
God.
one is not Ted Bundy yet. This one
Oh.
is a kidnapping.
In Utah.
A kidnapping, and she survived.
Oh,
Oh, was it?
Elizabeth Smart.
Yes.
Elizabeth Smart. She was abducted from her home in 2002 and held captive for 9 months, where she was abused and raped daily. Her captors threatened her and her family's lives, which made her hold off from trying to escape for so long. She was a witness at the trial of 2 of her captors, and one was sentenced to 15 years, the other was sentenced to life. Now, Elizabeth is a child safety activist and an advocate for missing persons.
Mm-hmm.
She's
Yes.
amazing.
Yeah, she
It's
does
one
a
of the
really good
few
job.
true crime stories that has like the happiest ending.
Seriously. Yeah. All right, next is Vermont. This one is just weird. It's unsolved. Jeez.
I didn't realize there were so many unsolved cases.
I know.
I mean, I know there is, but like famous ones.
Not only is this one unsolved, the victims are unidentified.
That's sad. Oh
Ooh.
my God. I have no idea.
This is the East Middlebury murders. In 1935, 2 women picking flowers discovered a human skull and called for the police to come out. A total of 3 bodies were found on the side of the road, a woman and 2 children. All 3 had been shot in the head, and the killer has never been found. Their bodies have never been identified.
Oh,
that's
it's so sad.
It is. Like, the reason it's, like, so notorious is because, like, people just want to know who these girls were. This
Yeah.
mom and these kids. Like, who were these people?
Yeah.
That's crazy that nobody knows who they are or hasn't come forward to be like,
Yeah.
hey, I know who. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Weird.
awful. Next is Virginia. And both of them message at the same time again.
Virginia.
Virginia. It's a mass shooting.
Oh, is it the Virginia Tech?
The
Oh,
Virginia
yeah.
Tech Massacre. The deadliest school shooting in history.
Yeah, it was real sad.
23-year-old Sang Hai Cho had been diagnosed with severe depression and anxiety disorder that made him unable to speak in certain situations. In 2007, he chained and locked the doors of a building at Virginia Tech and attached a note that said, "If you open the doors, a bomb will go off." Then he went on a killing spree. He shot and killed 5 faculty members, 27 students, and then himself. He also wounded 17 other people, and 6 people were wounded jumping out of windows to escape, and this remains the deadliest school shooting in history.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Sorry.
I can't believe I didn't like automatically think of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Next is Washington.
Washington.
They got it again.
What's in Washington?
The most prolific, I'm just kidding, he's probably not the most, but a prolific serial killer.
Did we already say it?
Yes, 1 million times.
Ted Bundy.
Yes.
Ted Bundy, yeah.
He could be
Washington.
claimed. Well, that's where he was from.
Okay.
That's right. Yes.
He could be claimed by many states as the most notorious, but he spent the most time killing in Washington, where he killed at least 11 women. He confessed to 30 killings in 7 different states between 1974 and 1978. For bonus points, let's name all of the other 6 states.
Florida.
Utah.
Yeah, Utah.
Uh-huh.
I feel like.
Wait, yeah,
California, maybe?
California, yep. Three more.
Was Vermont one? No.
Washington? Did we ever say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the state we're on.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Where's the one he ended in?
I thought it was Florida.
Florida. Yep, so you got California, Colorado, Utah, Florida, 2 more.
Oh, okay, got you. I don't know.
Idaho and Oregon.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Fun fact about Bundy, while he was on death row, he worked with investigators and psychologists to try to help them better understand how to identify and capture other serial killers, including Gary Ridgway, the Green River Killer.
Mm-hmm.
He was a teacher's pet kind of narcissist.
Yeah.
And Brittany informed me like 2 days ago that apparently it's a thing that girls are getting his bite mark tattooed on them.
Oh my god, I know. I don't want to talk
Did you
about
know that?
Ew,
Yeah.
what?
It's gross. I don't like it.
Fucking
I don't
disgusting.
condone it.
I
Yeah.
don't like that.
She sent me like pictures of them and I'm like, oh, why?
No.
Like, can you imagine how the family of the person whose skin he actually
Yes.
bit off
Yeah.
feels?
Right.
Like, can you not?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Next is West Virginia. This is a well-known Mean Girls murder.
And I
Happened.
listened to y'all's Mean Girls episodes. Did you
We
guys
didn't
cover
do
it?
this one. No.
Okay.
Oh, dang it. Okay.
But we didn't do this one because it was so well known. It just happened in 2012.
2012.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh. this
We
is
literally
hard.
talked
Was it
about...
the girl that convinced her boyfriend to kill himself?
No.
I can't remember her name.
It's she was talking about Conrad Roy.
Yeah, Conrad Roy
Yeah.
is the guy. Yeah. This one is the murder of Skylar Neese.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we
I don't
were gonna do
remember.
that one, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's so well known.
Didn't got that one. Sheila and Rachel, 2 girls who Skylar once considered her best friends, convinced Skylar to sneak out of her apartment window around midnight and go for a ride with them. They took her to a spot where they would normally go to smoke weed, and they all got out of the car. When Skylar started walking back to the car to grab the lighter they forgot, the girls attacked her and left her body there. After 6
Oh my
months
God.
of searching, one of the girls finally led investigators to Skylar's body.
Mhm.
Fun fact, before this incident, the Amber Alert had to meet a certain criteria before being called in. The child had to be believed to be abducted, under 18, believed to be in danger of death or serious injury, and there had to be sufficient information to indicate the Amber Alert would be helpful, and a waiting period of 48 hours had to elapse before a teenager could be considered missing. Way too much.
Yeah.
After this, a bill called Skylar's Law was introduced to modify West Virginia's Amber Alert plan that would now issue immediate public announcements when any child is reported missing and in danger, regardless of whether the child is believed to have been kidnapped.
Okay.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good one.
All right, next we have Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Brittany, she got it. That one was easy. You guys know this one. Everybody knows this one. You said this one earlier for Illinois, I think.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh, yeah.
Jeffrey Dahmer had only male victims. Many of his victims came with him willingly as romantic interests, and others he drugged. At his home, he would rape his victims and even perform experiments on some of them, like pouring hydrochloric acid into their skulls to try to make himself a submissive partner. When they weren't submissive,
he's eating and we're talking about Tom.
oh, sorry.
I feel like he's a true crime nerd. This is not bothering him one bit.
Right?
Oh my goodness. When his victims were not submissive, he would kill them, dismember them, and eat them and attempt sexual acts with their dismembered bodies. He was finally caught when one of his victims escaped. Dahmer was beaten to death in 1994 in a prison bathroom by another inmate. And I bet all of those prison guards were just like, what? I can't hear you. What?
Yeah. Huh? What's going on in there, guys?
Oh, goodness. All right, next we have Wyoming. This is the last state in America.
Hey.
Clinton knew this one.
Wyoming.
And so did Brittany.
Wyoming. I don't know.
Wyoming. It's a hate crime. And the victim was tied to a fence.
Was it like a racial hate crime thing, like
Not race.
black and white? It wasn't?
Nope.
I have no idea.
Then I don't know.
This one was the murder of Matthew Shepard. He was a gay American student at the University of Wyoming. In 1998, two men pretended to be romantically interested in Matthew and offered him a ride home. Then they drove to a secluded area where they robbed him, pistol whipped him, beat him, and tied him to a barbed wire fence and left him to die in the freezing cold temperatures of the night.
Oh my God.
He was in a coma while tied to the fence for 18 hours before a bicyclist found him covered in blood. The bicyclist thought it was a scarecrow.
Oh my God. Why do I not know about this?
I remember when this case happened. Like, I was, this was in 1998. I was like fucking 5, okay? And I remember this being on my parents seeing on the news, like, oh my God, they thought it was a scarecrow. It was a boy. Like, what the hell?
Oh my God.
He never regained consciousness and died 6 days later. In 2009, President Obama signed into law the Matthew Shepard and James Byrd Jr. Hate Crimes Prevention Act, which extends the 1969 U.S. federal hate crime law to include crimes motivated by a victim's actual or perceived gender, sexual orientation, gender identity, or disability.
Brittany, you should cover that on a future episode.
And that is the end of our states. So,
yay.
Wow.
For the few people who actually stuck around, this went a lot longer than I thought. I'm sorry about that. Oh, by the way, first I want to give a special thanks to Amber Garret, which is the person who posted this article on Distractify. I'll post the link to the article in the comments when we post this on YouTube. Thank you to everyone who played along with us. We will tally up correct answers and announce our listener winner on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Don't forget
it's a tie between Clinton and Brittany.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Don't forget to follow Basic Murder Babes and True Crime Buzz on all of the things, all of the Instagrams and Facebooks and Twitters and social medias and things. And now, does anyone have any questions? I can unmute people.
Yay.
Any questions for us? I'm going to unmute everybody. How about that? Let's all just talk.
Yay.
Sarah, are you in your closet?
I am in my closet. Yes, this is my closet. Kelsey's also in a closet.
Yeah, I also am in my
fancier
closet.
Than mine.
I have like nice wallpaper.
Yeah.
So it
I
makes
know.
it look
It's very
like
nice.
Thanks.
Is that it? I don't think anyone
no.
has anything. Sorry.
That was fun.
I'm glad you guys had fun. Yay.
Yeah. We're glad you guys were here.
Yeah.
Yes, this was super fun.
Yeah.
I think we should do this again.
Yes, for sure.
Does anybody know who that XDDDDDD was?
I don't know. My mom said it wasn't my brother. I I don't know.
Which I asked my husband, and he said, I said, are you on Zoom? And he said, and I said, are you the Monsters Inc. guy? And he said, what's Zoom? So I feel like he's A, pretending he doesn't know what Zoom is, or B, he really doesn't know what Zoom is. But I think it's the other one.
I feel like it's 2020 and he knows what Zoom is.
Wouldn't that be him though? Like, you know him.
Well,
Wouldn't
the
he do that?
Monsters Inc.
The Monsters Inc. part.
Yeah,
was-
but then it turned into
But
like.
then it was
But then
weird.
it got real. Yeah, it got
I
real
don't
weird.
think he would do that. much.
Yeah, I don't think so either. The Monsters Inc. part, I was like, oh, this is probably him. I see your dog.
Yeah. Say
Oh.
hi, Stella.
So cute.
Oh. All right. Well, this is a ridiculously long video. I hope it's still recording because I'm going to post it on YouTube. But I think we still have to record an episode tonight, right?
We
Amber?
do.
Okay, so let's get
Yes.
off of here
Yeah.
so we can go and do that. Thank you guys for coming on. Bye.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Now, how do you like? Okay.